Thank you, Dr. Barmada. How are you doing today?
Good, thank you.
Tell me something a little bit about yourself. Where are you from originally?
Okay, I'm from Syria, from Aleppo, and my husband is from Syria. We came here maybe 30 years ago, and
30.
I've been, it was 1996.
Wow.
So, and I've been a physician at in Syria, and then I moved to Saudi Arabia. I worked there. I have my own office in Syria for 5 years, and then in Saudi Arabia for 3 years. I worked in polyclinics and like this. And then we moved here to United States 30 years ago, around 30 years ago. I have two kids or three kids. When I moved here, I have two kids. Now I have three kids. And when I moved here, I couldn't continue my residency because I have these two kids. There was this culture shock.
Tell me a little bit about the culture shock.
Okay. First of thing, the language, it's only English, and I want my kids to learn Arabic. To be bilingual, it's privilege. So I don't want them to lose this. I want them to be American and Syrian, and all the cultures mixed together. They have to get the best from each culture. So I tried a lot, and the other thing I remember, I was I wasn't driving in Syria and Saudi Arabia. So when I came here, I have to learn how to drive and to get my car and get my kids to the school and blah blah blah. Even my daughter, she was 4 years old. She was so talented. She's a physician now. She's doing her pulmonary critical now, her last year. But when she came here, the shock for her that she knows everything, she can't express herself. She doesn't know any
How old,
language.
how old was she?
4 years.
4 years.
So they said she's so talented, but she has to be in the ESOL. So it was another shock. She has to learn language and like this. She's the best now in language. She can, understand and talk and like this. But this is the culture. So what did I do? I learned Arabic the professional way, and I learned Islamic study the professional way. I try to learn a lot of things to give it to my kids in a professional way.
I have one question. When you say you learned Arabic in a professional way, so Arabic you knew before was not
Uh,
professional?
no, let me tell you. Arabic is two parts.
Okay.
It's the street language,
Mhm.
which we all speak about. We can talk it, and the other one, the formal one. We call it fusha. In Arabic, we call it fusha. So it's very hard, this part. So I want to teach my kids these two languages. It's like two languages, the street language and the formal language. The formal language, all the Arabic people can understand. The street language, only your country can understand. For example, maybe the Moroccan one will not understand what we are talking when I'm talking in my accent, Syrian accent.
Got it.
Hello. So when we moved here, the I figured that I'm smart enough to teach my kids Arabic and the other thing. So I got the books. For example, from Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, and like this, and start to study. And with the help of my father-in-law, he is Arabic teacher, and with the help of my husband, he's good in Arabic. So I start to teach my kids the Arabic, and we don't speak English at all at home, till they are, at school, 5, 6, 7, like this, and they start to learn English from the school. And actually, I don't want to teach them English. I don't want them to get my accent. They have to, you know, they have to
You
learn
want
it
them to get
from the native,
the professional.
yeah, from the native people. And we started from there. So I spent maybe 12 years teaching them Arabic, Islam, and whatever, Quran, And my husband was working, in his path.
Tell me, like you were a doctor. Did you go back to school to become a doctor here? Like, did you do the
No,
residency?
no, I did 50 15-month course, which is nutrition,
Hmm.
and I got the certificate.
Hmm.
But actually, I didn't work with it because I was so busy. But when my husband opened his office, he got his own office. I worked with him as a manager to the office. So, but in the medical field, no, I didn't work
But you
there.
you you have a whole like a medical education from Syria, right?
Yeah, and the residency also.
So if you ever go back to Syria, you can
Yeah,
practice.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I have the license there and in Saudi Arabia.
Saudi.
I practiced
Okay.
both there.
This is
there.
very so. Does that ever bother you that you've living here for 30 years and you're a doctor, but you cannot practice your
Yes, it bothered me at the
mother
beginning.
beginning?
And anyone now asking for advice, any physician come now and asking for advice, I push him. I have a niece.
Mhm.
She has her certificate from Syria, and she came here. I pushed her to get her residency license, and she did her residency, and she did pulmonary critical also, and she's working now in Michigan. Yes, it bothered me a lot, but now no, I have my path.
But you have your path, and you basically you created your path by doing that nutrition thing.
No, actually, I realized that I can do a lot in another fields.
Okay. What was that
So,
field?
first of all, raising my kids, teaching them
Mhm.
Arabic and like this. I'm trying to teach the others in Islamic studies,
Mhm.
and also this the Tampa Women Start that we founded 6 years ago, me and my friends,
Mhm.
was a big change for me to find this path. We can give the others what we know,
Mhm.
our education, our experience, our practice, and what I learned in medical school benefit me in helping the others now.
So what? This is only six years old, right?
Yeah.
But before this, you have another 24 years,
Um,
and you raised your kids for 8 9 years.
12 years for my kids,
Kids.
I was teaching them,
Okay.
and then I was, helping. We have our, groups
Mm.
on the community. We were, connecting with each other in
Mm.
our way, but it's not through our
Okay.
organization. After that, we realized that we have to do that to
Right.
get when the newcomers
Mhm.
came, maybe it was
Okay.
um, 8 years ago or 10 years ago, we
Okay.
realized that we have to help them through legal organization.
So that motivation to help other people came from
Yeah, the
the fact
newcomers.
fact that you were not able to your practice your medicine or
You
career.
know, the motivation was two things. The first thing, we have something we have to give to the others, but
Mhm.
we don't know how. The other thing, when the newcomers come,
Mhm.
especially from Syria, Syria there was, this war, civil war, or like this. So when it happened, so we have to have a way to help the newcomers, especially the one who speak our language.
Mhm.
So for that, we did our organization, or we founded our organization, and we started from here. And actually, I think anything you learn during your life will help you.
Okay. Do you think even though you did not practice medicine, you were not doctor here, but you learned a lot as an immigrant in America?
Yes, yes.
26. What are some of those learnings or lessons?
For example, I learned that diversity is the best, and
Diversity in terms of people from other countries.
yeah,
Okay.
because I learned a lot. You are mixing with the other cultures.
Mhm.
You learn from the other cultures,
Mhm.
and you know that you are not the best on the world. There is a lot of people are going around you. They are good. They are better than you, and like this is the first thing. The second thing I learned, tolerance.
To what?
Tolerance.
Tolerance.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Be-
tolerance about
about
other cultures or
everything,
everything.
everything. The third thing I learned, that you have to help people, whatever their race, their religion. You have to deal with the others as a human being, from a humanitarian part, not from that this is from your country, this is from religion, or like this. I don't like this aspect at all. And the fourth thing I learned, that wherever you go, you can put your you can be have an effect
They
on
can have an
this.
impact.
And okay, oh yeah, on this, and you can do something good for the others, and you have be engaged with them. Don't be isolated. If you are isolated, you will not benefit anyone, and we are here human being to benefit the others.
Thank you so much. Such a beautiful way to put the message across. Do not isolate, mingle with people, mix with people, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And help others.
yeah, that's it.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Barmada. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Layla, تفضلي.
Eh, Bismillah.
Hello, Bismillah. Thank you. Nice to meet you, Leila
Yes.
and Dr. Barmada.
Yeah, Lina. You can call me
Lina,
Lina. Yeah.
And Leila. So
Yes.
please tell us a little bit about yourself. How many years ago did you come to America, and where are you from originally?
Okay. My name is Layla Alaf Mullah Saleh. I'm from Damascus, Syria. I came here, I've been here since 1987, so it has been a long time. Uh, I graduated from Damascus University as civil engineer. Uh, I did my master degree here at USF. I have my PE. I worked here, and now I think I'm retired. So I have my own company. I'm self-employed.
What was it like to come to America in 1987 and go to school? Was it difficult, hard?
It was really difficult because all this, the internet thing, we didn't have it. So we have to go through the paper and get the dictionary and translate. And uh, it wasn't easy for English as second language to study here, but I did it with my two kids and my husband.
Mhm.
I did it. It was a lot of sacrifice to go to school.
Mhm.
It wasn't easy, but also I was really, uh, I wanted to do something. I want to get an education from this country. I think it's the best education system in the world.
In the world? That's the
Yeah, I
biggest
think
statement.
so.
How? Tell me a little bit more about this. You said this is the best education system in the world. Please elaborate.
um, I think about the research. If I compare it to Syria at that time, I graduated in 1985. When I came here, I think when I did my master, it was about the research. It's opened uh, uh, many aspects when you do research and you do papers. So this is something I really did enjoy. It's not like this is your own material and you have to go and study it. This part I really enjoyed.
How is it different from Aleppo, Syria?
From Syria, I did my BS in Syria
BS. Okay.
and I did my master here.
I
Uh,
mean, how is education system different from Syria?
Education, I think here they concentrate on understanding more than studying. And
More than the road,
back
like
then, I don't know now, I cannot compare it now, but
okay,
back then, here you need to understand more than you study. I think this is the major
more than you
difference.
cram it, like rote, like just memorize it, right?
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. You don't need to memorize.
Yeah. No.
So when you go to an exam, you have open books, you have even they give you the formula. You don't need to memorize the formula. You need to understand the formula. I think this is the big, huge difference between here and there.
I think you are right about this. Even now in India and education in America, the difference is still the same, even now.
Oh, even now,
Yeah.
okay.
So they focus more on understanding than memorizing here.
Exactly, exactly.
So Indians, I can speak for Indian
At
students.
the end, I got the two skills, memorizing and
So you
understanding.
learn from memorizing from Syria and
Exactly,
understanding from here. It's best of both,
exactly,
right?
exactly.
So you work as an engineer for a long time here.
For a few years,
Hmm.
with the kids, it wasn't easy
Hmm.
to raise a family here on your own. My husband at that time, he was traveling a lot, so I was actually just a single mom,
Hmm.
and it wasn't easy. So uh, I worked in a great company as a civil engineer, and I did my EIT, my PE, and I did all this stuff. So, and they gave me the opportunity. I came.
Hmm.
I have my master's degree. Uh, I worked 1 year in Syria, but you don't consider it. So they gave me the opportunity to work. They believed in me, and I think I did a good job over there.
So you seem to be quite satisfied with your career and education. You're quite thankful for
Yes,
coming here, right?
yes, yes.
Okay.
Very satisfied.
So now we're going to talk about your organization. Can you tell me
Yes,
what is it about?
it's a Tampa. It's called Tampa Woman Stars.
Tampa Woman Stars. Okay.
Actually, we do everything, little bit of everything.
Okay. So where did the you one of the founders?
Yes, me and Lena
Lena, both.
and Rima Bendeji. We are the founders of the Tampa Woman Stars.
I've already talked to Lena a bit about it, but you can tell me what where did you get the inspiration to found this organization?
Actually, when your kids, grow up and you have more time here in this country because you don't have, immediate family. So you have free time, and everybody, not just three of us, I think we are a group of ladies, we wanted to help. We wanted to do something. We want to give back to the community. And we started to volunteer here and there. And then we found out that we were doing so many things, wonderful things. We just needed a title and registration and all these, you know, uh, to have papers, just to have the filing to the government.
What kind
And
of
we
work do
did
you do? What
it.
kind of help do you provide?
Actually, we started in 2018 or 2017. There were so many Syrian refugees came at that time to the country, and it was overwhelmed. Even the county didn't handle the amount of people coming. So every one of us were started to help whatever we can help. Uh, Getting, the problem, two things: the English, because when you come here, you don't have the skills of the language, and you don't know what's the resources, what's the system, and the filing. It's very complicated. I learned a lot with working with them, how to apply for food stamps or how to apply for disability. So the language, we helped a lot with the translation, helping them with so many things. We help financial, uh, paying bills, paying rent, all different kind of help.
Lots of basic life skills, right?
Exactly, exactly. And we have also some programs. We have English as second language. Uh, it's a really good program. It's designed for students or for people. Actually, for women, we concentrate on women who cannot go to school um, uh, for any reason, maybe financial reason, maybe she doesn't have the time to go to school, she's working, or we have so many different backgrounds of these ladies. Some of them very educated doctors, some of them just didn't finish high school, So we learn English as second language. We want to reach out
Mhm.
for women cannot go to regular school. It's very simple program. You just need to have WhatsApp
How do they find you, the new
by
refuge?
mouth,
By mouth. Okay,
by
so they
mouth.
come to your organization and then you give them the resources they need. Suppose they want to learn to drive, can you help them with that?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I think Lena can
Okay.
talk
Okay.
more about
Okay.
that driving thing.
Lena, tell me, like, suppose if a new family arrives from Syria
Yeah.
and they also do not know the language very well,
Yeah.
English,
Yeah.
and also do not know how to drive, and if you want to pass the test, you need some English, right? And
Yeah.
how do you help?
Yeah. For me, when I came here, I've been a physician. My language was good, so I passed the exams. So I got my driver license easy. But the newcomers, they don't know English. So when they come here, the first thing we did, me and Layla, we translated the book in Florida, the driver license book, and we have our copy, so in Arabic. So anytime anybody come here, we give them this copy, and they can go to the test and do it in Arabic language. So they don't need to learn English. This is the first thing. The second thing, the practical part of the driving license, we study every case by case. So if it's short of money, she can't go by herself or like this, we register her in driving license school,
Mhm.
and we pay for that. The problem we have when we started our organization, that we have to have a fund, but the people around us, they trusted us, so they donated money for us, and they said, if you want to help the others, go and help them. And that's what happened. For 6 years we didn't do any fundraising. They are giving the donation, the people, because our organization Tapa Women Stars has two parts of education. That's what Layla talked about: English as second language, and a driving license, the not the practical part, the to get your permit. And the other third part we have from the education, the citizenship. After 5 years, the refugee will
So
go to the
first part is the basic English and driver's license. Second part is
and,
citizenship.
and and citizenship.
Okay.
This is educational. We got our videos in Arabic and English for the people to learn how to go to the exams and to get their citizenship. So this is the educational part.
Mhm.
And we have another part that we help them with the application. That's what Layla
Application for
said.
what?
For social security, food stamp, for insurance, for schools, for example, universities, if a community college and
So
like this.
this is a huge help for
Yeah,
somebody who's
yeah,
coming from a
yeah,
foreign
yeah,
country
yeah,
and they do not know the language. There's already an organization ready
yeah,
to
yeah,
help you with
yeah,
in different aspects,
yeah.
right?
We have case by case. We have 20 ladies, and we have every one of those ladies which is expert on one aspect. One with these papers and one with, and they are doing great job.
And they're all volunteers.
Yeah, all volunteers. Yeah, and they are volunteer, and they donate money and cars, their cars, they, and their time, everything. And the other part of our organization in the money services or monetary services, that we help the others. For example, a lot of people, they are asking for, you believe it, food.
You what? Believe?
Food.
Food. Okay.
They have no food.
No food.
It's a big problem nowadays. I don't know why. Everything is, I don't know, but we have a lot of this.
Food-based need.
Yeah, yeah. They
Okay.
ask for food, and for example, they ask for clothes,
Mm.
food, furniture. They want to
So you
furnish
also help with that,
their
right?
houses, bills.
Okay.
Electricity and like this. So the community around us, they help us with donating money
So I have
for
a
that.
question now. Suppose so you've been here for 35 years. You've been here for almost 30 years, and the people who come from Syria, Jordan, or other Middle Eastern countries, and they are trying to find their feet, grounding
Yeah.
and get. Do you also try to educate them about, like, you should try to assimilate in America, learn English quicker,
Yeah.
spend more
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
do not depend on people like
Yeah.
yourself for too
Yeah.
long?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
initial help,
Yeah.
but do not like become. Don't use us as a crutch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah.
You know what it's our policy. If we change one life in a time, it's okay for us. So that's what we are doing. We are helping the others to get. We are not giving them the fish. We
Mm.
are,
Changing
teaching
them
them
how to fish.
to,
How to fish.
yeah, how to fish.
Right.
Yeah. So we are giving them the tools
Mm.
and the skills to survive here. They have to learn English. They have to have driver license and the cars,
Mm.
the transportation, for example. They have to have education.
Mhm.
We have one of our clients. We registered her for example for
Mm.
phlebotomy classes, for example, to get the certificate, and she can start from there. So you have to help them like this. If you pay only bills and money for food, and it's doing nothing.
I have another question. Thank you so much for. Suppose you, because you have also, I mean, you are from Syria, both of you, but you also have become American, right? You have,
Yeah.
you've gone to school here.
Yeah.
You're a doctor. You're an independent woman. Like,
Yeah.
you want to. Does something bother you about new or newly arrived people from Syria or India or Pakistan, and something about the attitude or something, or does it something frustrate you sometimes, or how do you go about it?
I think their expectation is too high in this country. I think that's what's shocked them when they come. They think, just like movies, everything, it's there. No, you have to work, and you have to work really hard to be independent.
So they arrive from the
Some
airport
of
and they're
them,
looking for a car immediately.
Yeah.
exactly. Or like
The housing.
like food stamps
Right.
or help from the government. Like, no,
Mm.
it's limited.
Mhm.
The first 3 months
Mhm.
or 6 months, when you arrive as refugees,
Mhm.
you get the help. Then you are on your own. Uh, if you don't work really hard, you cannot survive in this country.
So this is just the initial help and initial education.
Exactly, exactly. They have to work. And we have some clients, we found out most of them,
Mhm.
they were really working hard, and, you know, they have like stable living now. Um, but some of them, they were not really, they want to depend on the government help. You cannot survive, you cannot have decent life. And the other thing is um, taking care of their kids. And this is really a good opportunity for them to get, this public system, public education, and, you know, and thank God, most of them, they were really good survivor.
Thank you. In last 6 years, ever since this program started,
Yeah.
how many people, how many lives have you changed, if you can count?
Actually, I can't tell because I have a lot of examples. They are now independent. That's the point I have to
Yeah, I mean, not
talk
life change,
about.
but how many have you made independent?
Maybe.
I will give you some. I
Yeah.
don't know. We didn't really
Yeah.
count them,
But
but I
just
will
the
tell
figure.
you,
Yeah.
like every year, we have a major difference. Like one young lady came 2 or 3 years ago. She is like in an age she cannot go to high school, and she doesn't have high school diploma. So what we did, we helped her to get her GED diploma, and now she got into a community college. I think this is a really major thing for a young lady in this country.
Because the lady who didn't think she could go to school, now she's going to community college.
Yeah.
Exactly. She didn't, she was like, 17, 18, where She cannot go to high school.
She was more than 18. They
Yeah,
won't accept her again.
but we did our homework. You know, we to see if we spend money on her. Other ladies, we evaluated her degree. She
Mhm.
didn't. She didn't have the money to evaluate her degree, and now she is working in another state with her degree. And what else? We have so many examples. Like every year, we have like a major change in the directions of their life. I would say one or two every year. A major, you
One or
know,
two every year.
More than
More
I
than
more
that.
think.
than that, but
Last
a
year I think
major
maybe four,
changes.
five,
Okay.
or more than that.
So do you
Yes,
think, both of you, Leila and Lena, that even one or two or three lives
It's
of
good.
becoming
Yeah.
yes,
independent every year
Yeah.
keeps you going, keeps
Yeah.
you wanting to
Yeah.
yes.
keep
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
thing
Let's
operating, right?
actually we are helping a lot.
Hmm.
It's not to, we are changing the life of two or three